and this is Together Individual Entertainment with some really Disney fun Halloween extravaganza movies. Okay, so Halloween movies are somewhat not your thing, right? Well, you can always watch family-friendly movies, and I've already been talking about Freeform, but now it's time to talk about Disney. Disney has had a lot, and I mean a lot of Disney movies that I think you guys will enjoy. So if you like monster movies, you can enjoy watching Girl vs. Monster. Girl vs. Monster is about this girl who discovers a secret about her parents, and even though her parents didn't want her to be involved in some way, they feel like they have no choice anymore because the girl has to go save her parents and have to take on monsters and ghosts and stuff like that. But either way, it's pretty cool. Then we also have Frankenweenie. Frankenweenie is basically sort of a monster movie, but not really, because it's a dog coming back to life by a Victor Frankenstein. And of course, we cannot forget, and I mean we literally cannot forget about the cat bat. That's sort of like a vampire cat in a way. But of course, you don't want to miss out on Halloween Town either. Halloween Town 1 through 4. We have Halloween Town, Calabar's Revenge, Halloween Town High, and Return to Halloween Town. Now, if you don't remember, Halloween Town is basically these three kids who go to Halloween Town to find out their grandmother is actually a witch. And they basically have to take on darkness like every day. And Calabar is the wizard that wanted to try and win back their mom because they were dating in high school, but still, they basically defeated him in some way. But you might say that Calabar comes back with a son that nobody knew about, and Calabar's son wants to take on revenge and stuff like that. In Halloween Town High, Marty is trying to convince the Halloween Town Council to bring in a couple of Halloween Town students or whatever, but they have to disguise themselves as humans because she reminds them that humans don't believe that they exist in some way. And Lucas Grabeel from High School Musical is in that Halloween Town High movie and stuff. And in Return to Halloween Town, Sarah Paxton replaces the original Marnie, and basically she still has to take down darkness and stuff. But of course, we don't also want to forget Nightmare Before Christmas. Basically, Nightmare Before Christmas was a Tim Burton classic, which had a couple of musical stuff going on, and Tim Burton is actually coming back with another musical remix, West Side Story. Now, I don't know when that's going to premiere. I hope it's premiered tomorrow because of the virus. Nothing's really like getting out to doing stuff all the time, so they're having like a hard time premiering stuff, even though virus is going on. But that's another good monster movie that you want to see. Under Wraps is basically a mummy who comes back to life after being in a sarcophagus for thousands of years or so, and he wants to find his love and stuff like that. But unfortunately, there are three kids that got involved with this little troublesome act, and trying to help the mummy, but unfortunately they just couldn't understand what he was going through or whatever. Mom Dates a Vampire. Now, there are 3 stars that I have known growing up with. The first star is the one that's playing the mom. She was in Sabrina the Teenage Witch back in the 90s, and of course, also in the 90s was the nanny, and the guy who's playing the vampire was basically playing the dad, the nanny, but yeah, he's playing the vampire in this one. And of course, the third star was in Lizzie McGuire. He played the dad in that show, but in Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire, he is playing the vampire hunter. Don't Look Under the Bed. Don't Look Under the Bed is basically a Disney Channel original movie that is based on a boogie person. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why am I not calling it a boogeyman? Because in this movie, it shows that when you have an imaginary friend, it can be both female or male. It really doesn't matter. But the moment you grow up and let go of your imaginary friend or whatever, they can turn into something that you basically, don't want to see, and that is a boogie person. Because the female was transformed to the boogie person when her friend gave up on her imaginary friend too too fast. She wanted to grow up so fast that she just completely. But now, I will let you know this. Marty Short is in this movie. He's playing the female boogeyman, you might say, or just boogie person or whatever. But still, Marty Short is in Don't Look Under the Bed, and that is a Disney Channel original movie back in the day. Monsters Inc. Incorporated is another monster movie that I think you would enjoy. So that you can see on Freeform, or just try to look it up on Freeform on Demand. Basically, you could also look up, like, I would suggest, like, looking up some really nice monster movies. And I don't know if, now, basically, I am going to count this one as a monster movie, even though some people might not. So, the last zombie movie that I'm going to be talking about is Zombies. Zombies 1 2 is a Disney Channel original movie, which we have seen, and in Zombies 2, we have seen a pretty unique ending to what we did not expect. So, the cheerleader, in Zombies 1, the cheerleader and the zombie are supposed to be separated because that's the way things are. Humans and zombies are separated because of some, discrimination between them. And Bucky, the cheerleader's cousin, is definitely approving of the discrimination of zombies and humans being together. He really doesn't like it, of them being together at all. But thanks to the cheerleader, she has pulled the zombies and humans together, which I love hearing about. I love it when they just come together, make peace, and so forth and so forth. And the zombie is also being part of the football team, but when he is sabotaged and caught cheating and everything goes kapooey. But in Zombies 2, things do go right. The cheerleader doesn't have to hide her white hair. That's right, she has white hair, and nobody seems to know why she has white hair. Nobody else has white hair until the werewolves show up. So the werewolves believe that the cheerleader is the alpha female because that's what it is. The alpha leader has all this white hair, and they believe that she was the total leader of the werewolves. And that's what the cheerleader believed. Cheerleader believed that she was a werewolf when she was not. But now, in the ending of Zombies 2, everything is back to normal. Basically, zombies and humans and werewolves are getting along. Basically, glad to see that zombie and human girl were, like, together once again, because I think everybody was waiting for the kiss, and it finally happened. And now, all of a sudden, we got this unexpected ending that says, hey, we're making a Zombies 3. But I don't know when that's gonna happen. I don't know when it's gonna happen. Zombies 3, because it left us with a cliffhanger. The cliffhanger was this spaceship or whatever coming out of the night sky, and the cheerleader's hair started to glow blue. She started waking up. She's seen her clock beeping in the way and everything. And now she felt like she had this connection with some sort of spaceship or whatever. But believe me, this is one thing that I'm questioning. I think everybody's questioning. Is there a Zombies 3 that can finally answer the question about this cheerleader? Like, where did she come from? Who she is? And so much more. Even though she was raised by parents and stuff, she still thinks that she does not belong in the human world. So I don't know what to think here. She still wants to figure out stuff, and so do I, and so a whole bunch of others like you. Alright, so let's get down to our next topic about ghost movies. Disney ghost movies. So we have Spooky Buddies, which are the puppies born from Air Bud, and that's why they're called the Buddies. Anyway. And then we also have the Haunted Mansion, which is starring Eddie Murphy. And it's a really funny one, but yet it's very, like, inconclusive in a way. And of course, I guess we could say that Scream Team is also another one. It involves these two kids that wants to find the answer to their grandfather's ghost and stuff, and then they find this not underground, but I would say like a secret ghost thing where ghosts can finally move on into the spirit realm or whatever, and they're kind of like asking questions about where their grandmother is and so forth. And, the Scream Team is really hilarious, but yeah, it's really unique of just, a whole bunch of other things. The other one that I want to talk about is basically, now, I don't know, it's not really a ghost, but yeah, they just call it a phantom. My favorite Halloween Disney movie has been Phantom of the Megaplex. So Phantom of the Megaplex is definitely something to incorporate for this year, because here's the thing. Phantom of the Megaplex is basically this person who is wearing a mask and a cape and stuff, and he is sabotaging what is supposed to be a movie premiere. We all know we've had trouble this year for our movie theaters and such, and so we feel like the movie theaters might get sabotaged or shut down or whatever, but believe me, that is this is like the perfect movie just to incorporate what's been happening this year. But still, Phantom of the Megaplex is definitely a good movie, and it's about these kids who go on an adventure throughout the entire theater, trying to figure out what's happening, and the older teenager is basically promoted. Somebody, he's supposed to be in charge, he's supposed to be dealing with a lot of things, but of course, we don't want to forget, like, the late Mickey Rooney. Mickey Rooney is in this movie, and he was also in another Disney movie, which is basically Pete's Dragon. The old one, not the new one. Now, if you're a big fan of magic, here are some magic movies that I think you would definitely like. So, Hocus Pocus is definitely a classic spellbinding magical movie because it's been on Freeform every year. It's sometimes shown on Disney Channel. But either way, Disney has created a Hocus Pocus. It's been on Disney for 27 years, and the reason I know that is because it was made in 1983 in July, and I was born in June of 1983, so I know how long this movie has been out, and so oh my gosh, this is like crazy how long it's been going. Also, if you love the classic Mickey Mouse House of Mouse, I know most of you have forgotten the House of Mouse in early 2000s, but in this case, House of Mouse has been created into a movie special, which I used to have as a kid, called Mickey's House of Villains. Mickey's House of Villains was taken over by the villains of Disney movies, and they're showing all these Halloween cartoons, old ones, like the Escaped Gorilla. They're showing Huey, Dewey, and Louie's Trick-or-Treating. Until Uncle Donald starts to do something really crazy and they get revenge. The classical music, and when Mickey and Minnie are into their version of Hansel and Gretel. And of course, the lonely ghost, you might say. When the ghosts want to play a prank on the ghost hunters, and that would be Mickey, Donald, and Goofy into this. I mean, it's really funny, and it's really unique. Also, you want a little bit of culture. So, this only culture movie that I think you're going to like is Coco. So, Disney's Coco is a culturalistic movie where this kid is transported to the land of the undead. Of course, it's Dia de los Muertos Day, and that means Day of the Dead in Spanish. When he transports into that, he kind of searches for who his great-grandpa was, or whatever it was. But I can tell you that it's really unique to see how he also breaks the tradition of his family, get them involved, because when it comes to this family, they don't love music because of what happened, but Coco, in the movie Coco, the boy Miguel loves music. He doesn't want to quit. He doesn't want to, be like his parents at all. He doesn't want to be a shoemaker. He wants to play music. So it's thanks to this boy that he is really trying to get music involved in the family once again. And if you really like magic movies, here's some good ones that I think you would like. Okay, so let's continue with the magic ones. Now You See It is a Disney Channel original movie that happened years ago with Allison Mashaka that was playing with, AJ McLean. Well, you know what I'm saying. Basically, Allie and AJ used to be in another Disney Channel original movie called Cowbells, and basically they were like a good team together, but of course they had to go their separate ways, and one of the sisters decided to do Now You See It, which is like a very good thing. So she's traveling all over the country in certain cities or whatever, and she's looking for the magician to put into this magic competition. And when she finally discovers this one teenager who thinks has found his magic but didn't, he goes on to the competition and he's tricked into giving his powers with this magic ring where the warlock has been living forever and such. Then of course we have Upside Down Magic, of course, which we don't want to forget. Upside Down Magic has been premiered this year or last year or whatever. So Nori and Raina are best friends until they get separated because of two different schools, and Nori is trying to prove to the schools that she fits in somewhere no matter what her differences could be and such. Nori has been turned into a UDM. Well, she's been a UDM, which means Upside Down Magic. She and 3 other students are into this UDM program because their magic is upside down. But Raina, her best friend Raina, is a Flare. She's been accepted to Honors Flare. And let's just say things weren't going so good with them because of how much they were separated and such. But once Raina feels insecure and Hoja-Unling's shadow magic takes over and her friends gotta step in and save her and stuff, I mean, that's like unbelievable. Then we want to do Descendants. Descendants 1 through 3. So you guys remember Descendants, right? Descendants have been showing all these types of magic and stuff because of the situations that they have gone through. And I will tell you this, and I think it's time I finally told you what is going on. Alright, so if you are looking at Descendants right now, basically you're questioning, will there be a royal wedding? Well, I'm here to tell you, yes! There will be a royal wedding soon. I have subscribed to the Disney Descendants channel on YouTube, and they have been showing many episodes of Mel and Evie doing wedding planning stuff. I mean, they have just been working together to get this wedding planning stuff done. And in the 3 episodes that I have seen, I can only remember 2 for now. The second episode was about the cakes, and then the 3rd episode was about the wedding dress. And I love the wedding dress. It's so pretty! Now, basically, this is Mel and Ben's big day. I mean, I don't know when it's going to premiere, and I don't know when it's going to happen or whatever, but I can tell you, yes, there is a wedding that's going to happen between Mel and Ben. This is like everything we've ever wanted to hear. This is everything we've ever wanted to wait for. So, yes, Mel and Ben are gonna get married. They are going to have this royal wedding, but I don't know what the version is going to be. I don't know if there will be a Descendants 4 showing the wedding. I don't know if it's going to be a mini episode. I don't know. This is like, my blowing of a lifetime. But I am like so excited. I really am. I'm so excited just to see what happens on this big day of the royal wedding. But that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the Disney Halloween movie list I have given you, and I really do hope that Disney Royal Wedding of a Lifetime of Mel and Ben happen of Descendants. I cannot. Alright, well, this is Ty saying I hope you're enjoying your Halloween festivity. Bye!